Hey, Sal, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing, Dave? Thanks for having me.
Sure, man. What's up?
So right now, my wife and I are currently taking the classes, and we are about to do week 6 tonight. But just a few days ago, so we have a Jeep as our only vehicle, but we have a $35,000 loan on it. To 2012, whatever. A few days ago, we traded it in to get a vehicle that was like $5,500. That was just reliable. My wife felt safe in with our son, and we took the hit of the negative equity, which was around $8,800, brought us up to about a $15,000 loan. Unfortunately, the people who gave us the loan, they retracted and said, we're not going to pay the dealership this money because from the loan to value ratio, the loan's way too high for the value of the vehicle. So we just had to give it back and take our Jeep back. So just trying to figure out how, because this Jeep is really the biggest thing that's killing us in our debt. I mean, it's costing us $609 a month. So I'm really just trying to figure out what's the best way to get away from this. I'm wondering if I should.
What's your household income?
Around 42,000.
Okay. And who is the loan with on the Jeep?
The loan right now is with Regions Bank.
Okay. Go sit down in person with Regions Bank and talk to them about signing a note for the difference of what the Jeep won't bring, the $8,000. Now, it will be less than $8,000 because you're going to sell the Jeep personally rather than trade it in. So it's probably going to be more like $5,000. Because you can get a lot more for it selling it yourself, and that's what you need to do. Because you can't afford to take the hit on doing it as a trade-in. I'm glad the other deal didn't work out, in other words. Now, then that's gone. Now, what cars do you have? You have 2 cars or just the Jeep?
No, that's the only one we have.
It's the only vehicle you own. Okay. Then also talk to the credit union about making you a separate loan for a basic little car like you were trying to buy a while ago, the $5,000 car. So that's going to put you in about the same position the other deal would have put you in, except a little bit less debt because you're going to sell the Jeep yourself.
Okay.
And but you've got to work this out with your credit union. It's going to be your best shot to let you sign a note for the difference and then get them to give you a car loan to get you by. Now, how many kids do you have?
We have 1 son and 1 on the way.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, you do need something quote-unquote safe and reliable. It may be that you end up going even cheaper than $5,000 because you might have to work overtime to just buy it in cash to make this deal work later. And it may take you a few months to put all this together.
Yeah, I can't really work overtime, though, because I'm active-duty military, so it's standard salary.
It's not exactly like they let you do that. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But, well, I think it's going to take you a little while to whittle your way through this.
Yes.
It took a while to make the mess, and it takes a while to clean the mess up.
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely a horrible decision from the get-go. But,
I got you. Hey, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Just say it doesn't work out with the credit union. Now, do you think an option would be move my Jeep up to my number 1 priority on my debt snowball to pay off the negative equity as fast as possible?
How much other debt do you have?
I have 2 school loans out there. One of them's $20,000. The other one's only around like $2,100 I have left on it, and I have like 2 credit cards left that have around $2,000 on them as well.
Yeah, I would look at the $8,000 or $6,000 hole that you're in as the thing. So before I got to the $20,000 loan, I would move it up to that level.
Okay.
Instead of being your largest debt, I'd make it your next to largest debt, and look at it as an $8,000 or $6,000 debt because that's paying it down to get it right side up so you can get it sold.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for your service to the country, sir. We appreciate you, Sal. God bless. Open phones at 888-825-5225. All right. I got a theme this hour. Have you heard it? People buying cars they can't afford. Did you hear the theme? I heard it. Sometimes God just gives us a theme. We didn't even need a theme hour. It's just right there. But I mean, the last 2 or 3 callers, it just makes you want to go, do what? And yet I've done as dumb a thing, and so have you. But let me give you a rule of thumb here. If you want to be broke your entire life, if you never want to be wealthy, spend your money on cars. That'll make you broke. It's the largest thing we buy that goes down in value. And they go down in value like a rock. That's where Chevy got that, like a rock. Ford's no better. It's found on the road depreciated. Shut up. They all go down in value. The average car loses 60 to 70% of its value in the first 4 years you own it. Absolute insanity. Well, I'm buying a Mercedes. They don't go down in value. Crap, they don't. And a buddy of mine bought one of those SUVs. Mercedes, nice one. 550 GL, nice one. $90,000, $85,000 car. You know what it's, 2008, you know what it's worth right now? 20. You just turned $80,000 into 20,000, and you scratch your head and you wonder why you're broke. Now, in his case, he's a multimillionaire and he can afford to do that. It doesn't even show up on his radar. But, you know, most people do that crap all the time. These people buying $60,000 worth of car loans and make $55,000 a year. Sal's making $40,000. He buys a $35,000 Jeep. Now, yeah, he said it was stupid. He's right. It was stupid. So I'm not picking on Sal. I'm going to pick on the decision, though. Sal's already picked on the decision. He agrees with me. It's stupid. You go buy crap that's got engines in it, it goes down in value. You cannot afford to do that until you have some wealth. Now, I've got cars, and I've got some nice cars, and that's fine. I've got the money now. But when I was broke, you know what I drove? Yeah. Predominant color on the puppy was Bondo. It was a $400 car was my car after bankruptcy. But I never borrowed money again. I saved up money and got a $1,000 car, and it was a sizable increase in value. Listen, you know you're a redneck driving a hoopty if when you put tires on your car, you double the value of the car, okay? I've done that. And I lived like no one else, and now I can live like no one else. I drove like no one else. People have always made fun of whatever I drive. Now they're mad because I've got nice cars. They used to be mad because I drove hoopties. Can't believe you drive a piece of crap, Ramsey. Can't believe you spend all that money on cars. There's hungry children somewhere. There's always somebody got an opinion about other people's stuff. Have you noticed? Some of you people need to mind your own business and shut the flip up. There's an idea. So, I mean, really. But the deal is this. Think about cars. Now, I'm a boy. I love cars. Most of us boys love cars. I get that. A buddy of mine was just in here a few minutes ago. Got an AMG 550 with a Rentec on it. Sucker will go zero. That thing will take off and go to the moon. It's so fast. It's an unbelievable sweet car. I'm a boy. I love cars. But let me just tell you, I'm also a math guy and a financial guy, and I hate cars. Because they go down in value like a rock. Anybody that tells you that the car holds its value, laugh at them in their face. Ha ha, I laugh at you. You're a fool, because none of them hold their value. Boats don't hold their value. Airplanes don't hold their value. Motorcycles don't hold their value. Four-wheelers and snowmobiles and Sea-Doos don't hold their value. If you put a freaking engine in it, it drops like a rock in value. And we spend all our money on that. Instead of putting money in things that go up in value, and then we scratch our head in the richest society the world has ever seen and wonder why we're broke and can't retire without the government taking care of us. Because you spent your freaking money on depreciating assets called a car. Stop it.